Well, with 1,000 coaches, I have the database. I can go and search for them. But I've also met 60% or so of them as well. And the coaches that do really well are those that have really declared a particular specialty area and have really made that their calling of the work that they do. And so, by way of example, I have a coach who is a real specialist at working with what she calls odd bird scientists. So these are usually in technology companies. They're a scientist or chief technologist or something. They're very, very brilliant, but maybe a little odd or quirky in certain ways, and they definitely rub people the wrong way inside their organizations. She is phenomenal at working with these folks. She's a Stanford grad. She's very sharp. She says it like it is. And all she ever tells me when I see her is how she's great at working with these odd bird scientists. And I know it's true because every time we've given her one of these, she succeeds. And so I like to say that if a coach can distinguish themselves in a way that I can remember who they are while I'm in my car and I don't have access to my database here, that means they've done a great job of really finding a niche and really specializing in that niche. And so I like to advise coaches to be the world's leading expert in something. And it could be something that you're trained in. It could be part of your life experience, your background that gives you this specialty. You've written or will write books on this topic. You've spoken or will do more speeches on this particular topic, articles, and so forth. Because when I can say to a client, this is what this coach really does, this is their major specialty, there's no one else in my 1,000 coaches that can do this as well as this particular coach, the client is immediately interested and possibly sold on that coach doing the assignment.
The client being interested and sold on an assignment still doesn't mean that the coach makes a good living. So there are a lot of coaches out there who are specialized and are really amazing in what they do, but they still don't have a great business. What's missing there? What advice do you have for them? It's not coaching, it's advice I'm asking for this time. And what can they do to up their game? What can they do more? And what have you seen in those 1,000 coaches in your database that helps them to thrive?
Well, I think they may have a specialty, but maybe not so many people know about that specialty. And so that right there is part of the issue is to make sure that people are aware of what it is that they really, really do, really specialize in. And that can be accomplished through speaking. It can be accomplished through writing. It can be accomplished through having an online presence. And also, surprisingly, through lots of networking, even with other coaches. I always advise coaches that other coaches are not your competition, even though technically they are. Other coaches actually are a great source of business. In fact, most of Coach Source's business has come over the years from coaches who've introduced us into client company situations. And so I've found it multiple times where a coach says, I had a client ask me if I could work with such and so, and I don't feel like I'm the right fit for a number of reasons. However, I remember meeting this coach at a networking event who really impressed upon me that they specialized in this particular area that this leader wants to work on. I need to contact that coach and see if they'd be interested in doing this work. So coaches can become an incredible source of business, but you have to be willing to market or at least network and spend some time getting to know them and getting to know each other and making it known what it is that your specialty is.